Welcome, you guys. Spinach tits is on tonight. Spinach hog tits. If you're watching, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're welcome. We're gonna do an isolation comedy fan favorites where you guys voted, and if you didn't vote, I'm sure you don't know what we're talking about and you missed it. It's too late. We already made the lineup and it's happening right now. Firstly, thank you for welcoming me and these comics into your home. You guys did not have to do this. This is not something you had to do. I'm drinking beer out of a fine can tonight because I went to St. Elmo Brewery and they're still serving wine. And I got a little bit of a cooler here full of my favorite beers so that I'll be stocked up and ready to laugh at all these funny comedians. But what are we watching? Welcome to Isolation Comedy by Comedy Wham. Comedy Wham! Austin Comedy releases podcasts, articles, album reviews, hosts live events, calendar producing, live shows on Twitch on Tuesdays and Fridays. That's this. That's what you're watching. If you're watching, this is not a typical stand-up show. Normally we're going, you have to pay $20. And after that, buy 2 really fucking expensive drinks and don't yell at the comics. Drink as much as you want. And also yell at the comics right there in the chat. Hop in. It is fun. Also, if you really want to say something directly to a comic, they made some fucking offensive joke and you've just been waiting to tell them, Venmo them. Venmo them because they will read money. I found that reading money is my favorite way to read. Okay, you guys do that. And also, if you love them, you could also just, do that. But maybe you guys are like, whoa, I don't know any of these comics. I just love comedy. Well, thank you. We're going to do something fun for you and put it in PayPal, all right? Comedy Wham takes nothing, and we just give it up to anybody, okay? Oh, that's all the deets. I'm Colton Dowling. I'm going to be your host for tonight. I'm going to guide you through what's happening. I've been fighting with my boyfriend. Chip, if you're watching, thank you for tuning in. Wait, that's one thing about these fucking virtual shows is like he could be watching and I who was right, but you know what? I will admit I should have done the dishes. I've admitted to all the comics already. I should have done the dishes. Okay, that is fair. What's really funny is like a dog will be living with you, and our dog has I don't know how to phrase this for dog anatomy, but a rash on her vagina. And we have to give her antibiotic wipes around her vagina 2 times a day. And so then I didn't do the dishes. And then Chip said, what the fuck? I hate you so much. Blah, 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 blah. Did you wash Reba's vagina? And I was like, because you still have to take care of business. And you know what? I'm going to take care of business as his host. I'm going to bring up you guys' next comedian. Let's get it started with your very first comic that you guys chose. You guys didn't choose me, but I'm gonna be here anyway. This next comic, his favorite podcast is Roommates for Life. And also, I want you to know you should specifically watch the Dan Van Dirk show, who was just recently on. He also is probably the person who I think visually is faring the best out of this quarantine. Like this guy looks good. Okay, that is okay for me to say I hear. Give it up for Harrison Hammonds.
Hey everybody, we're gonna start us off with another fun little art tutorial, guys. Today we're gonna learn how to draw a monster. So any monster, it's honestly a pretty simple formula. You're gonna start with just any animal body, and you can pick whichever animal you want. I'm gonna do a fish. because I can't think of a thing that just starts off scary enough. That works for me. So we're gonna start with a fish body. That might not look like a fish body to you yet, but just see, look, bam, that's all it takes. One little line there, one little line there. That's a fish, baby. And then after you got your body, you're just gonna start adding other parts. So we're gonna give it a mouth, and that's a good big old smiley mouth. And then we're gonna give it little monster teeth, and it's gonna just have little monster teeth, just like that. Yeah, that's good. That's what you want right there. Give it some eyes. And the thing about fish eyes is that they don't look in the same direction. So this one's gonna go that way, and this one's gonna go that way. That's good. That's a good fish right there, baby. That's what we want. That's what we want. Make sure that we're gonna color this in to give it a real maw feel. Less of a mouth, more of a maw, because we got a monster here. And then we're just gonna keep giving it parts. Let's do a human butt, a real life human butt. Real life human butt on this fish. Just as disconcerting as you can get it. And then some real long legs. How long can we get those legs? Right down to the bottom of the screen, baby. Right down to the bottom of the screen with them legs. Look at the gams on that fish. So we're gonna do that. You know what? Let's give it a cool hat. That way when you slay the monster, you got some loot to take home with you. So we're gonna give it a hat. That's gonna be a hat that's +1 charisma right there, baby. That's +1 charisma on that fish right there. Real life human butt, long ass legs. What else does it need? Well, let's give him shoes. This guy just wears clothes. He's got a pair of nice boots. There's some PF Flyers. He's sponsored by PF Flyers. We'll give him some of those real quick. And that's a nice little bit of perspective right there. It's a little trick you can use at home. That shoe is coming right at you. What else does he need? He needs give him eyebrows. How's this fish feeling? We'll have him be worried. He's worried. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's coming up next. Hell yeah, dude. And then if you're a monster, man, I don't. Let's work on this butt real quick. Let's get that. Yeah, that's way better. See, that's all it takes sometimes. Sometimes it's just the adding of a line. Sometimes you just take one away, and that's how you go. We're working in Microsoft Paint, by the way, today. Some artists use acrylic paints. Some artists use watercolor paints. We're using Microsoft paints. This guy, let's do this. He's breathing fire. Breathing fire. Yeah, because it's important to get some color in there. You know, we want that, and then what else? Where does he live? He lives in a nice modern apartment. So let's get him a sofa. Let's get him a sofa to live in. It's a good little IKEA sofa. And some little eggs for that. And his girlfriend is home. His girlfriend is a bear. His girlfriend is a bear. We're gonna start with a bear head, and then we'll give her some eyelashes. It's a fucking sexy ass bear lady sitting on the couch. Hell yeah, bear lady. Great. You know what? That's good. That's what you want. That's what you want right there. And she's watching Frasier. She's got Frasier over here. And we'll do about the scrambled eggs. Jeez. I don't remember what the Frasier logo looks like. Here's the word Frasier, though. Frasier. And that's how you draw, guys. That's how you draw. I think we all learned a lot today. Basically, you start with a thing and then you add more things. So thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
Harrison Hammonds. I didn't even know that paint still existed. Like I thought that just didn't exist. You know when you could like plug that thing into your TV and make all those drawings? I thought it went away with that. Anyways, that's been Harrison Hammonds. This next person, actually, you know what? I gotta do one more thing because I forgot it. Right here is a subscribe button. Right here is the subscribe button. And if you could do that, that'd be very cool. Also, if you would like to PayPal, because you didn't pay anything to get here, I'm assuming, unless, I don't know, you have to pay for screen time because your parents only, I don't know rules. I'm sorry. I was gonna make rules, but I don't fucking have any sort of boundaries. Hey, thank you guys so much for being here. And if you like it, give us money. How about that? How about another comic? This next comic is a host of You Look Like. In fact, she roasted me harder than anyone I've ever roasted, and my mom cried laughing. Give it up, Holly Cuomo.
Yeah. The thing that made Colton's mom laugh so hard, I called him an unemployed Ken doll, and that's pretty accurate right now. Sorry, Colton. Anyway, this is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. You're welcome, because I'm here. And I wanted to share with you guys my skincare routine because I'm gonna look young forever. My mom is amazing. I'm fat, but it's fine. Okay, so I got this Hello Kitty mask. It's a problem solver because I'm also unemployed. So we're gonna put this mask on. It's really cute. It was really expensive when I had a job. I could afford it, but I really like being poor and using all the bougie shit that I used to be able to afford, and then, just cry when all my Bath and Body Works candles are burnt out. I can't get this unfolded. Anyway, put that right there. So I'm going to tell you guys about the time that I went to a Korean spa. I don't know if you guys have been to a Korean spa. They're pretty cool. It's where you pay like $200 for a lady to put on a bra and underwear and sandpaper gloves and exfoliate your butthole. I experienced that. So when you go to the Korean spa in Dallas, they divide you by gender. because in Dallas there's only 2 genders, and can't see. So basically, for your body scrub, you have to prepare your body. You have to sit naked in a hot tub with 30 other naked women. That's pretty tight. I like dick, but there's boobs. Anyway, there's also jets you can accidentally turn on. So great. Anyway, I went there with my best friend, and I don't know if you know what a pinup model looks like, but I do. And so we chilled in the hot tub. I accidentally let the jets go off, and then there was a Korean auntie, and she came and she called my number because she doesn't know my name. And then she brought me to this like weird back room. This was all legal, by the way. I paid too much money for this. And I had to sign a contract saying that this was non-sexual. That's fine. So I'm naked, and she slaps the massage table and is just like, get on. And I'm like, this is going to be a ride. So she has her sandpaper gloves on. She touched every single part of me. I've not been touched that intimately since my parents were changing my diaper. Like, she lifted my leg. She got in there. She got in there with sandpaper gloves. She didn't just touch me. She scraped my dead skin off. Anyway, so she did this for like an hour and a half. I tried not to cry. I flipped on the table a lot, like a beached fish. And then she had a garbage can full of hot water that she just dumped on me constantly, all while slapping my body. Anyway, this is like really sad, but I really loved it. I would go back. She even washed my hair. How sweet is that? But anyway, yeah. I've also been playing a lot of World of Warcraft a lot. That's why I seem really awkward. Because I'm regressing back to being like a 20-year-old that's unemployed. Desperate for attention.
Sounds like an AA meeting. Is this an AA meeting?
It's not an AA meeting. It's a comedy show. I mean, it kind of feels like an AA meeting. Unless you guys Venmo me a lot, then that's pretty tight. But that who is that guy? Hey, who are you? Why are you in this box?
I was invited in by a very important person, and I can't disclose that.
You can't disclose the very important person? Was it me?
Is this invite only, or is this public?
Dave, shut up. Dave.
Yeah, no, it's like, it's pretty public.
Mute it.
That guy, can you like also get him off the screen? Because he was really ugly and it like made me sad. Like he looked like the drawing that like Harrison just did. Himself. But it's okay. I'm still here, guys. My forehead's still moisturizing. What else do you want to know about me? I don't really care because I can't see the Twitch stream. So it's Asian American Heritage Month and Pacific Islanders. Don't forget the Pacific Islanders because we're all the nurses. I swear to God, every other nurse is Filipino, so you better fucking hug them. Actually, don't touch them at all. Just give them money. Venmo me and I'll take care of them. But yeah, that's my time. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Say hi to that ugly dude that popped in.
cancellation comedy show, Holly Cuomo. Sorry, I was distracted. Whoever the fuck that guy was, I saw his face. He was just so confused, and then earnestly said, "It's a meeting," like it actually was a meeting. They are. If you need help, they're doing that. It's virtual. But just like, why was he so confused about where he was? God. I mean, to be honest, this is why I miss live comedy, because you guys just have fucking crazy people. Who was that? That is one of our best friends, okay? And I should not be making fun of him, okay? So I will stop. Hey, how about another comic? Oh, yeah. We have invited a lot of people in here. You might hear a very funny laugh that you probably know. His name is Marcus Wilson. So welcome, Marcus, everybody. And Michaela, thank you so much for being here. And if you're laughing, thank you guys so much. We have invited a little bit of an audience. So that's what's happening. That's what this background noise is. We're trying to make it a little bit more interactive, all right? This next man, he'll go way out of his way to make it interactive. In fact, he will solicit nipples, okay? Spinach nipples to be precise, but he will do it, all right? He has a podcast. You probably seen him on Amazon Prime. Roommates for Life, Harrison Hammond's favorite podcast. He decided to use his credits as this man's life, okay? Seen on Inside Jokes, you guys have seen this man before. We all love him. Give it up for MK Paulson.
Yep.
Oh, I'm dying. All right, it is good to be here. How's everybody doing? Yes. Oh, look at this. I got my coffee, having some night coffee because I'm a psychopath. Fun fact, my roommate did leave me for dead to stay with his girlfriend, and this coffee mug is pictures of her and her dog. So it's when you get it hot, it starts to reveal itself, much like my roommate. He left me for dead. All right, it is here. What's been going on with me during the core? That's right, playing with my magic wand a little bit, and I do mean that literally. I actually have a magic wand right here. It was given to me by my roommate's dad, who has left me. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Very sad to be alone at home. But we do have a podcast together called Roommates for Life. Probably need to change the name, if we're being honest. So something to think about there. No, I'm not bitter. I'm doing great. Quarantine's growing great, you know. The other day I made about breakfast burritos for about 10 days and only lasted me for 3. Eating my weight in breakfast burritos, true nightmare. I don't know what's going on. It's fine. Been masturbating around the clock, if we're being honest. And I've realized I like my porn like I like my wine. You know, a good vintage from France. I don't know what it is about those bad boys, but really, they used to do it better in the 80s. Anyway, I have really let go a little bit, maybe too hard. Anybody needs to come over, do some laundry, you can do it on my washboard flabs. Am I right? They are really profound. I can't get enough. I walked in on I do have another roommate, not the one that abandoned me, another roommate. I don't know if you guys heard the memo. I do have 74 roommates. So kind of they always say the more successful you are, the more roommates you will have. So that is nice to do that. Anyway, I accidentally walked in on my roommate pooping the other day, and that was, you know, so embarrassing. Didn't want him to think I was some sort of pooping Tom. Am I right? You know, that was yikes. All right. None of this is good. It is Friday night, date night. You know, the night I eat a lot of dates, and I very hungry. Can't stop eating. So sad. Saw a sandwich so good the other day, I wanted to sit on its open face. All right. I was mayonnaise everywhere. Anybody? Many of you know I'm a prominent homosexual, and I am a prominent homosexual. That's the way people say it in Los Angeles. Anyway, I am a prominent homosexual, and I miss the days of walking down the street hand in hand with another man and someone yelling out, "Hey, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve." And I think they have a point. Could you imagine Adam and Steve in the Garden of Semen? I mean, it would be embarrassing. It would be like, you're going to eat that apple, you fat whore. It's going to go straight to your thighs. And then Adam will be like, it's going to go gay to my thighs. All right. You guys are more flaming than the sword guarding to the Eden. All right. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that is a sketch I'm trying to write and not having much luck at it. So I thought I'd throw it out there with all this garbage. I'm no Harrison Hammonds. You guys probably know that. I am not. But I have every week that I've been on the show, or every time I've done the show, kind of checked in with you guys about how the castle I'm drawing is going. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick castle update. Here we go. Surprise, she is finished. Look at that. Look at that. A master penis, they're saying. It is great. Doesn't it look nice? Look at the detail. I'm going to get it real close. I did all of those stones. It's like a 40,000 piece puzzle, but I just kept doing it because I literally have nothing else to do. Very sad. Holly was talking about not enjoying the Korean spas in Dallas, or maybe she did enjoy it. I don't know. I can't recommend it enough. Love it, Panais. Those bad boys, they're everywhere. I love walking around nude in a group setting. Anybody? Just me? All right. Just crazy eyes over here. I'm also like Colton and Holly, also unemployed. Going through the three unemployed comedians back to back. You know, it is exciting times for us. But I'm not working right now. I am a stay-at-home sad, and it's great getting out there. Ordering online from Chipotle, exploring different Chipotles, and a lot of reasons to love Chipotle. You know, I like the wall art. Don't get to see much of it these days, but I am a bit of a culture vulture. Anyway, I'm also into McDonald's. Thank God they haven't shut down the McDonald's drive-thru. Y'all hitting this up? The best part about the McDonald's drive-thru right now, coming out to your McDonald's drive-thru person, that's always fun to let them know. I don't know why. Stand-up comedy is my career, but coming out to people is my passion, so I can't seem to stop doing that. Anyway, I love the McDonald's. Here's the thing. I love the McDonald's drive-through trash can. I'm not sure if you guys are checking this bad boy out, but you can just roll on up to that McDonald's drive-through trash can after you just came out to the McDonald's drive-through lady, and you can put your car in park and then clean all the crap out of your car. Doesn't matter what it is. Throw your seat back. Make that time about you. People be like, hey, MK, what are you doing today? I'm like, I'm going to drop off an old Christmas tree at the McDonald's drive-through trash can. What to do with. So really explore that. That's been a lot like my own jockstrap, crammed in there with a lot of junk, and I am sorry. So anybody, quarantine's taught me a lot. I like my water like I like a good dance number, a tap. All right. It's the best joke I've written in 6 weeks. And is it even good? The answer is no. I do wish I were dead. All right. One time I remembered this the other day. I got a blow job in the woods, and I was like, can we take this? I don't want to do this. Let's go to my bedroom because I wanted it to be more like 9/11. Am I right? An inside job. All right. Jesus Christ. I am so sorry. Don't know how to do comedy. Anything. It's been very warm in California. I know it's hot in Texas. I'm from Texas. It gets hot. Here's the thing. Nobody has air conditioning out here, and it got up to 95. I was so hot yesterday, I literally could have come on myself. It was, all right, that is how hot I am joke. And none of this is good. And I hope, I don't know if I got the light. I think I'm supposed to hear a sound. All I can hear is the echo of my own bad jokes in my brain. Some of you know I am, and these times are hard. I am Christian as fuck. And that's not true. I just wanted to say Christian as fuck. I think it's very funny. Every night I pray the gay to stay. Hope it won't go away. Could you imagine waking up and just being a lot like that McDonald's drive-through trash can? Am I right? Absolutely garbage. Anyway, terrifying. I'm not gay, but I am gay, but some of my best guy friends are actually trash cans themselves. So that's fine. I don't know I realized that the quarantine, I tried to donate blood the other day. They said they needed a lot of blood. And the guy asked me like what my blood type was. And I was like, well, I'm a Samantha. And he was, sir, gay men are not allowed to donate blood. So that was really humiliating for me. And I do want to apologize to the state of California. And if anybody needs me, I'll be navigating the California unemployment website for the next 7 years. So just check on me. I hope I make it out alive. Great to see everybody again. You're all perfect. Stay safe. And I wish I were dead.
MK Paulson, he tricked me into a couple masturbation jokes, and I'm not often tricked into those. Also, Holly, love what you do with the mask. I know the viewers can't see, but I want them to feel jealous. Also, sugar rub on your a-hole? That sounds great.
It's not sugar. It was just a sandpaper glove.
Oh my God.
You mean I could do it at home? That's
You could. I can't reach my own asshole, so yeah.
I have.
You
Don't
do
you
yours
worry.
at home.
I've done it. I've done it all. I actually find that the most awkward time when I go to get my butthole waxed, and I don't know if I'm supposed to go on all fours or up, right? Anybody else? Just
No, I've never had my butthole waxed.
You guys get smooth. I promise you, the benefits don't stop coming. That's my advice to you. Anyways, how about this next comedian? I'm sorry, but enjoy her. So give it up. She's been on High Plains Comedy Festival. She's been on this show. She makes us laugh so much. Give it up for Hannah Jones.
Hello. Hi. I am Hannah. Little weird for me to be doing live entertainment during this time. Because I don't know if you can tell by the amount of live flowers in my room, but I actually usually do jokes about not having a boyfriend. And right now, during a pandemic, not a lot of people thinking too much about whether or not I have a boyfriend. And so I decided to sort of write some more current, recent jokes about popular topics to sort of update my comedic voice for the current times. Okay, so got a few for you. Stimulus checks are like boyfriends because it feels like everyone has one but me. And face masks, okay, medical masks are like boyfriends because at first you're like, oh, I hope my breath is okay, and after a while you just totally forget they're there. You find out they don't do much anyway, but it's fine. Coronavirus is like a boyfriend. Because again, feels like everyone has it, and I haven't coughed in months. I'm licking bus window. Nothing for me. Millions of people, but not me. I've been isolating. I've been watching a lot of TV. Watching a show called Normal People. But here's the catch. It's not about normal people. It's about Irish people. And all they do is they stare at each other and have sex, which I don't know what I expected. I guess I'm used to shows where more things happen than that. But then I realized I guess I should have expected, because like in American shows, like shoot people and make millions off of an underregulated free market, and I guess you don't do that in Europe. So you just have sex all the time. Good show. I don't have sex. I sort of instead get friend zoned a lot. You don't really hear about women getting friend zoned, so I guess that's kind of a big feminist win for me. Right? For a woman to succeed in the male dominated field of sexual rejection is incredible. No, it's true. I get friend zoned. You don't hear about women getting friend zoned. You hear a lot about men getting friend zoned, because when men get friend zoned, they get angry. Right? They're like, oh, I'm so mad, I'm gonna buy a gun. And so you hear about it. Women get friend zoned too. Okay, we just have a very different response. We're sort of more just like, oh, very well then, Mr. Darcy. You've chosen a languid pace for our courtship. But I'm not one to be charged with impatience, so I'll be here waiting. Oh, you're getting engaged. That's great. Love that. I did before the quarantine. I was actually flirted at for the first time fairly recently. I was at a comedy show, not like this one, like a real one. Not that this isn't real, but like one with a sort of lots of like people having fun, and I was at a comedy show. I was at the bar ordering a drink, and a gentleman came up to me and he said, hey, can I buy you a drink? Which is a pretty well-known flirt. And I was like, oh, I don't actually, because I get to drink for free because I'm a comedian on the show. And he was like, I know, I saw you had a great set. Let me buy you a drink. I was like, oh, no, it's like I have a little ticket and I give the ticket to the. And he was like, yeah, hey, bartender, put whatever she's having on my tab. I was like, hey, listen, pal. I don't think you're really getting it. Okay. The drink is free. Okay. The drink exists outside of the boundaries of capitalism. It is an exchange among craftspeople. Okay. How about I pay for the drink and you give me $6 plus tip? And he walked away. So my friend was like, hey, great job. Here's a thought. You could have flirted back. Which is an incredible suggestion. I am actually not capable of that. And she was like, no, that's not true. You can flirt because you do a really good impression of a dolphin. And flirting is just like that. It's like you see something and you do an impression of it, so you see people flirt and you go for it. So I was like, okay. And another time, not too far later, man came up to me. He was like, hey, can I buy you a drink? And I was like, and that didn't work either. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Anna Jones, that was great. I feel that every time I talk to another human being, and I embarrass myself by saying words that do sound like, well, what I'm doing right now. You guys can just feel the energy. It's not great. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for having Anna Jones, and thank you so much for being here. If you're just tuning in, this is Isolation Comedy Show, and we're in your house. Thank you guys so much for having us. Subscribe, chat, you guys get it. If you guys are enjoying yourself, chip into PayPal. And now, another comedian. This next comedian features regularly at Cap City Comedy Club. He's also been on Sketchfest in SF. That's fun. Give it up for Hunter Duncan.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I apologize earlier about my friend who invaded the chat during Holly's set. He is one of my special needs friends that I used to work with in finance. So we're also sorry for the whole banking thing every year. Anyway, yeah, thank you for having me. I wanted to start off by, everyone's supposed to wear masks, and when a lot of people weren't aware of the mask thing, one of my buddies saw a guy. I'm gonna try to share my screen with you. He saw this guy. Oh, nope, I just pulled it up on my own screen. Hey, you know what? How about share screen? Yep, there it is, desktop. I said yes, share. Open system. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna ignore all of that. And essentially, there's a picture of a guy, and he's in the grocery store, and he's got a mask on, but the mask he's wearing is a woman's black lace thong. And essentially what happened was this guy was in line, because it's when there's the line to get into the grocery store. He's in line and he's trying to get in, and they tell him at the front, you got to have a mask, and he is frustrated. And my buddy is watching this interaction, and he's like, fine, I'll get a mask. He leaves. My buddy goes in, and then he sees him 5 minutes later, and he has a black woman's thong on his face. And so there's no tags on it. He didn't go buy it. So there were only two ways that this guy got this thong, right? This 45-year-old dude that just was strutting around in fucking Umbros and a wife beater with a thong on his face at 40. He went back to his car, right? And he is just a fucking playboy. This guy is a lady killer, right? He's just banging chicks in the back of his 1993 Camry. And it is just pleasuring them at such a level that, clothes have been torn off, and she is so satisfied that she's like, I don't even care what happened to my thong. I'm not even thinking about it. And then it just remains in his car for him to, and then later he finds it, and he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to hang it over my rearview mirror like dice, and it's going to be my trophy that shows, yeah, I'm fuck. And so he went back to his car, and he was like, yep, don't have a mask, but I got this. So we put that on. Or the only other thing could be that he went back to his car, and maybe his wife was in the car, maybe the girlfriend, whatever. I didn't see a ring. Maybe the girlfriend was in the car, and he was like, listen, all right, for me to get these flaming hot Cheetos that you want, I am gonna have to MacGyver this thing. I need you to slide that underwear off, okay? I thought about it during the whole walk from the front of the store all the way to the car. I need you to slide the underwear off, and then I'm gonna just bury my face in it, and I'm gonna get you your Cheetos, okay? These are the only logical things that as to how this guy could have gotten underwear into his, okay? I'm being muted. Okay, thank you. So anyway, that's all right. It's that bad of a story? Okay. I thought it would get a better reception than that, but it turns out I'm being muted. No, you're good. So I should have done that. You're good. So anyway, it's just I mean, or the only third option that I don't know is if this guy is wearing women's thongs around, and he was like, all right, but you know what, I got you, and then he went back, took off the women's thong that he was wearing, and then buried it in to protect himself from corona, but pretty much guarantee that we're gonna get hepatitis. That seemed like a interesting ordeal. I don't think I could wear like my own underwear. I will say that. I don't think I could wear my own underwear on my face. I mean, I have clean balls, but I'm shedding pubes left and right. That's a choking hazard. So I'm trying to think of what else. I'd written, Lego my prego would be a good abortion clinic motto. No? Okay, we're gonna delete that. How do we flip that out of a live show? We need to do that. I feel like Marilyn Manson removing his rib was the best quarantine prep anyone has done. That's you spend your time sucking dick. As long as it's your own, that's fine, probably. A buddy of mine, before the quarantine, I was walking around with a buddy of mine in San Francisco, and if you've been to San Francisco, you know that like they paint their houses downtown like these really, bright, cool colors. and saw one, and I was like, "Oh, dude, look at that cool blue house." And he was like, "Dude, that's seafoam." And I was like, "Fuck you, dude. You didn't need to do that." But I don't know. It just in him saying that, it showed me that like he grew up wealthier than me, right? Just because I grew up with like an 8 crayon box. You know, things are you're either blue or you're green. You know, Roy G. Biv. And you know, I mean, if my blue broke, I had to color the sky red because I was in hell. But I don't know. And he definitely grew up with that 150 crayon box, you know, with like the sharpener on the back where, you know, or the little fleshlight, you know, sometimes you want to fuck things. And I don't know. It's just, it's crazy to me that, I forgot what I was going to say. I really thought that underwear thing was going to land harder, but maybe that all the comics are, you know, diving out to, you know, jerk off because, God, you know, they're running out of time, right? What else are you going to be doing? What else did I want to say? I realized that the nutritional value of eating pussy is not what you'd expect. I also, the quarantine has allowed me. I realized that the mystery switch in my kitchen, when it turns me on. That's boners all day. And lifeguards are 78% more likely to save your life if you're drowning and don't have back hair. I also learned that you need to be smooth if you want to live. What else did I want to say? This just happened earlier. I was on a walk with my girlfriend, and I saw she was like, "Oh, that looks like Prince," and she was pointing at this dude walking this dog, and her friend has a dog named Prince. And so I just, of course, being a dick, I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right. That guy is pretty fucking ugly, right? And he looks like a dog." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "All right, well, you know, I was like, he looks like the dog," and like louder. And then she was like, "What?" And then she kept saying it as we were walking. And I'm like, I'm just being louder. And then we get past, and she was like, "I heard you. I was just saying what to get you to stop talking." And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm going to keep yelling louder. That's the worst way anybody could get somebody to stop talking. Okay, well, all right. That didn't land either. That's fine. I'm forget about all of this. I'm looking at porn. This is not. These are. I write out erotic fiction for myself. But yeah. What else did I want to say? Marcus, you're out there. I miss you, buddy. How are you? You doing good?
Miss you, Hunter.
You're great. Yeah, that's all I wanted. If I can give my time back to Marcus, I would. I think I'm about out of time. Oh, I'm about at time. Okay, well then you know what? That's it. That was amazing. All of my friends that crashed the viewing earlier probably have now seen this, and they're like, "Why did we even try to see this in the first place?" Anyway, I love you. Thank you for having me. Good night. Yeah.
Oh, Hunter Duncan. Hey, everybody. That was great. Also, I have some erotic fiction here, too. 2 slender men walking through San Francisco, talking about house colors and which one is more seafoam. And then they seafoamed all over each other. And then, I mean, you know, it's a work in progress. Give it up for Hunter Duncan. I give his friends work in finance. And if y'all have $5, I bet you have 100. I bet you guys ain't losing any money. That stock market looks sick, bro. You guys voted for Trump, probably just guessing. See, God damn it. This never meant to be a political show. But let me just get into it a little bit. You guys want to hear more comedians? I know what you're doing. Welcome to the show. We have our next comedian. She has a podcast, People Enjoying Terrible Accents, which stands for PETA.
Accidents.
God damn it. I said that. Accidents. Wait. Accidents? Okay. Listen, this next comedian will tell you what her podcast is. It spells out PETA, okay? And I know that they have not been sued by PETA yet. And it has an album. It is called Magpie. Nothing to do with the podcast. I could be wrong about that too. But you guys are going to love her. Give it up for Andy Main.
I am Andy Main, and I host a podcast called People Enjoying Terrible Accidents. Not accents. It is a non-racist podcast. Okay, what fucking podcast would that be? Hello, I'm Andy Main, and I hate it when Africans talk. What the fuck? We actually make a point on the podcast when we're vegetarians making fun of people who have been murdered by animals, which happens all across the country, okay, all across the globe. And if I have to read a story from someone in India who's describing being attacked by a fucking hippo, I make a point to do it in a very white accent so to not be racist. Anyway, send me Venmo at Andy-Main to keep that podcast going. It's great. You guys, it is 8 o'clock in Denver, Colorado, and that means that we are doing the 8 o'clock howl. Our other people, comics, you can chime in. Are other comics or other parts of the nation in Austin or LA or whatever doing the 8 o'clock howl? No, that's just a Denver thing. Okay. Well, at 8 o'clock, we all start howling, and it's literally happening right now. There are fireworks going off, and I'm going to howl real quick just to be a part of it. Okay. No one gives a shit. I have been doing these Zooming podcast comedy shows from my balcony because I'm very inspired by the people of Italy, and I felt like I would give all of my joy to my neighbors. There is a rabbit. I'm gonna see if you guys can see it. Do you guys see that rabbit down there?
It's very small.
This is my biggest draw yet. Okay. I'm gonna do a couple of jokes from my balcony for that gosh darn bunny. His name's Brer Rabbit. Okay. I also, you know what? Pro tip, if you get a soundboard, you can start building in your own applause breaks. Oh, wait, this didn't work. Oh, well, I can hear it. All right, this is just for me. Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. You guys, last week, my period was so heavy intense. How heavy intense was it? Last week, my period was so heavy intense that Werner Herzog should have narrated it. Most people don't know who Werner Herzog is. That's fine. I've bombed with this joke before. Don't worry. For those who don't know who Werner Herzog is, he is a German nihilist film director, and he is most famous for his movie Grizzly Man, which is literally a movie about a man getting eaten by a bear. So, spoiler alert. Do you guys remember how jokes work anymore? Okay, here we go. I think I figured out the soundboard.
you guys did that work? Okay. That's real. That happens every time. Okay. Here is Werner Herzog documenting my period. Are you ready, little bunny rabbit? Fun fact about rabbits, they don't get periods so that they can make babies all the time, just like in Alabama. Okay. It's Werner Herzog documenting my period. Okay, here we go. Her ovaries. Despairing with a futility of fertility. Released her uterine lining as if she was offering oxygen to dying climbers on Mount Everest. I really wish that someone would be outside paying attention to me besides this rabbit. At first, the sheer amount of gore was horrifying. Until she realized it's echoing out here, guys. Until she realized every aching crap to fight. I'm just gonna echo. It's so stupid. My neighbors are gonna call the cops. Every aching crap to find a child who would never be born. And this last part, verbatim Werner Herzog quote. Okay, I researched my shit. All right, here we go. I believe the nature of the universe is not filled with harmony, rather chaos, hostility, and murder. Which is why Andy Main must spend $5 every month on biological function she has no use for. Money and random plastic bags swinging in a tree. You guys got that? All right. This last joke is just for me. Okay, it's something that me and my boyfriend wrote together, and I'm gonna workshop it, okay? Because open mics don't exist anymore. So it's a new take on an old classic. Okay, knock knock.
Who's there? Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow who?
Moo! Your take on an old classic. All right. New version. Knock knock.
Who's there?
The erudite cow.
The erudite cow who?
Moo! Did I write a new joke? Oh my God, that feels great. This is the best thing that's happened to me all week. I want to thank my mom and Jesus Christ. Please listen to my podcast, People Enjoying Terrible Accidents. You guys are rad. Everyone's been so funny. I love you. I'm Annie Main. Bye.
Andy Main, I actually didn't even know what thing I accidentally said. I accidentally said accents. People enjoying terrible accents. That's fucking funny. That is, I enjoy a terrible accent every single day. Because my dad goes, is this joke funny? Insert thing he cannot say. And that's his favorite podcast. So somebody make it so my dad has something to do all day. Hey, we're going to keep the show rolling. We have 3 more comics. If you're just coming here, thank you for coming. Guys, thank you so much. Subscribe in the chat. Try to type right now because you're probably not signed in. You probably can't keep up with it. But I'm going to bring on this next comedy man. his debut comedy album and special, I Cannot Die, from Stand Up Records, is on iTunes, and the video special is on Vimeo. Look it up. Give it up for Ryan Coney.
What's up, y'all? Oh, these lazy ass comics out here taking time, writing jokes. Well, guess what? When this quarantine's over, I'm coming back and I'm coming to kick your freaking butts, you noodle idiots. I only got one motto when I'm coming out of this pandemic. And that motto is, yes, bitches, because I am ripped as hell, y'all. Look at this. I've been going at this thing for about 6 weeks now. Haven't stopped. Cannot feel my legs. Well, your boy's still rocking his medallion. It's a medallion I got from going to the Witcher premiere. Free ticket. And that's just how Hollywood's been treating me, baby. All right, I'm going to take a quick 5. Honestly, the only break I've taken is, you know what? Let me side saddle this for you for a second. Get a little bit more intimate. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the first time I've done any exercise in about 6 months. And I did it for about 30 seconds before they introduced me onto the screen. And I'm gonna also be honest with you, these aren't even real muscles. I know I've got a lot of followers as an influencer on Instagram. I got a lot of followers that are really expecting me to keep it up. I can't. All right, the honest to gosh truth. I live in a freaking pile of boxes. I don't know if you can see this, but I currently live in a pile of boxes. I have been kicked out since the last time I did Comedy Wham. I have been, I'd like to say politely, escorted out of my house, out of my residence, but it was pretty aggressive. My roommate aggressively kicked me out, but I'm doing good. I left with this muscle t-shirt, my medallion. Can't strip that from me, not even my cold dead body. I had it surgically infused to the back of my neck, so you're gonna have to take the whole vertebrae. My pinky ring, I took that before I left. I saw MK, one of the comments before, he was posting about, he put out there that he had a wand. I just want to let y'all know my wand is a little bit bigger. Wand here, and it is legendary. It's a legendary wand. It's not true. Simon Gibson's dad did not make this for me. I found this. This is the beat most of the cats away. There's a lot of stray cats out here trying to get at. As you can see, a couple of stray cats really got into the side of my cardboard box house here. And it's been pretty brutal. I found this exercise bike, and well, I actually threw a dumbbell through a Planet Fitness window, and I went in and I took one of their, just carry those out. Never had a Planet Fitness membership, but I guess $20. Yeah, you're gonna be able to walk that equipment out of there. I'm gonna be real candid with y'all. I'm not doing great. I could use any Venmo y'all could get. I haven't talked to my family since this pandemic has happened. I'm extremely upset about that, mostly because me and my father, just for the first time, about 3 months ago, for the very first time, we said, I love you to each other, me and my father. You've heard of them, right, dads? Mine's Kevin. I imagine most of them are named Kevin. He and I said, I love you for the first time. I'm 31 years, well, I'm 131 years old. And so that's a long time. It took us about 10 years to shake hands in a professional manner. It took us another 2 years after that to do it in a more personal, intimate setting. And then it took about another 3 years for us to even hug. So I was like 17, 18 before me and him even hugged for the first time. And it took another 15 years for him to say, I love you. And my end game with this is I wanted to kiss my dad on the lips. That's what I've been working for the last 25 years. On the lips, and I was on the final tear. It was this close. He said, I loved you. And then I was going to say about 5 years from now, I was probably going to just go for its kiss, just a little lip to lip. Kiss on the lips. Maybe trace his heart. I might trace my dad's heart with my finger, and then maybe kiss my finger, and then maybe trace my heart with it, and then put it up to his lips, and then kiss his lips. So that's one thing that this pandemic has really really let me go. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not even doing this on a computer. I filmed this about 3 weeks ago, and just stock footage that I have. I've probably been dead for 3 years. I've been sending comedy Wham videos for the last silly sets like this for years now. So honestly, one of them probably killed me. And if you ever find my body, so I guess on a final 2-second note, let's make this final note 3 seconds. Have a good one.
Ryan County. I was thinking one Tupac, and I was like, no, Ryan County's not Tupac. Then I was thinking a Kevin for a dad's name must have been so disappointing after the movie Up, because that dog's name is Kevin. And I might be alone on this one. Anyways, how about we keep the show rolling? This next guy, he has a new show called TV Party, and it's coming out on Twitch. I'm on it too. Give it up for Adam Waitman.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Woo! Yeah, boy. That's for you. Here we are. Thank you. This is it. This is it, my life. Oh man, I feel sorry for the last comic because I used to kiss my dad when I was a kid all the time. All the time. I didn't know that was weird. I thought everybody did that. Everybody did that when I was a kid, you know. I grew up in ethnically diverse neighborhood. It didn't matter if you were black, white, Asian, or Latino. My dad kissed them all. My dad is 100% heterosexual Latino, but he identifies as Pauly Shore. When we were growing up, people used to call him a coconut because he's brown and hairy on the outside and full of cocaine on the inside. I'm sorry. My comedy watching me is kind of like watching that movie Memento, because every couple minutes I forget what I was doing and I have to look down at my body at the notes I tattooed on myself. Tupac had a tattoo on his stomach that said Thug Life. The tattoo on my stomach says, talk about kissing your dad. I had the tattoo artist write it backwards and upside down. So whenever I look in the mirror, I can remember that he suffers from vertigo and dyslexia. Thank you. Thank you. Being biracial, I'm biracial. Being biracial sucks because half my family is from East LA and the other half is from South Bend, Indiana. You put them together and that's 100% chance of jail time. Things are different now. COVID happened. Oh, fuck. Stuff sucks now. This sucks. You know, I spent literally hundreds of dollars on elderberry. Hundreds of dollars on elderberry. And then what happens? He drops out of the race. He's supporting Biden. Like old man Biden. You know, things are different. I'm different now. I know a lot of people lost their job before the epidemic happened. You know, I was starting to think my job sucked. And now that we're like 2 months into this epidemic, I'm like, yeah, that job fucking sucks. I hate it. Smoking weed is different now too, because I smoke a little bit of weed and I trip out about just really easy. If I smoke weed, I trip out very quickly. I used to be like, I'd smoke weed and I'd cough and go, oh shit, that's good weed. Now I smoke weed and I cough and I'm like, oh shit. The Matrix is back on Netflix. I play a lot of Modern Warfare now, which is fun. But it's weird because you have to talk to other players on it. And that sucks, actually, because it's kind of like talking to my family. Everybody calls me a fag and tells me to move out. You got a lot of time to reflect. You know, you can reflect on things now. And that's fucking boring. I had a bad childhood. I grew up with an extra piece of skin on my ear. It was called a bronchial cleft remnant, or an ear tag, or as my brother called it, my little second dick. That's right. I grew up with 2 dicks. My ear tag and my brother. A week before high school started, my mom got it surgically removed, but I still have a scar here. And sometimes it still feels like it's there. I told my doctor that, and he said that I have phantom dick ear syndrome. Hello. Did you know every day 1 out of 7 billion people are affected by phantom dick ear syndrome? Does you or someone you know suffer from phantom dick ear syndrome? According to these statistics, no. But now there's a cure, and it's called Diwenithin. Diwenithin is a medical breakthrough that's stopping phantom dick ear syndrome in its tracks. But don't take it from me. Let's hear some testimonials. Hi. I used to have a phantom dick ear syndrome. And I take a Diwenithin and go, and now it's gone. Phantom dick ear syndrome is dangerous, and Diwenithin is not for everyone, as you can see from the people that are logging off. Ask your doctor if Diwenithin is right for you, and they'll say, what? Don't take Diwenithin if you suffer from the following symptoms already, okay? Mummy tummy, Frankenstein feet, zombie farts, Vampire pancake booty. Steven Dorfism. Okay, when you thin is not a real drug. I hate standing in lines. Everybody should get tested, but for the COVID, but the lines are too long. You know, I hate standing in line. You're in line forever, and then right when you get to the front, you get around the corner, you think you're at the front, and then you look, and then somebody else gets the promotion. Which there's a fast pass for that. So that's what I've been doing. Did I do that Tupac joke? That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. What are you guys doing later? This is an impression of me walking in on my mom and stepdad having sex. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. Hey, Greg. Yo, Mama. Yo, Mama. Not you, the cellist. No, you. Can you give me a ride to Chris's house? All right, well, I guess I'll just go. Oh. All right, see, you knocked over my phone now, Mom. You're pumping too hard. You and Greg need to quiet down. I'm in the next room. I'm filming a comedy show. Thank you. If you like what you saw today, go to internet and look at Adam Gonzalez Waitman.
Sorry, Adam Whiteman. Hey, sorry. This dog is yelling at me. He's saying I'm not good enough. He's dog. I'm fine. Hey guys, I'm Colton Dowling. This is an isolation comedy show, but guess what? There's one more comic, and she's amazing, and she's a co-host of Triple Threat, a new live stream comedy show each Thursday at 8 p.m. And she's going to invite me on another show she has, but she didn't want to list it. Allison McCormick.
I'm only here to advertise my show at the same time as the Comedy Wham show on Thursdays at 8. Oh my goodness. Colton never says my last name right, and he always feels bad about it. So that's actually payment enough for me. Hi, my name is Allison Voidovich. Also, Chip, Colton's boyfriend, if you're watching this, Colton really should have washed the dishes. I get it. My boyfriend's bad at that too. I would be the one yelling at you, Colton. Oh my goodness. What's up? Oh, Andy, I wanted to say thank you for showing us what Denver's like now that shrooms are legal there. It's like a good time. Oh, she left. Whatever. That's for Andy. Quarantines. Who's quarantined? And I live with my parents, and my boyfriend was between leases, so he also was living with me and my parents in the quarantine, which was going reasonably well. We live in the thriving metropolis of Round Rock, budding a suburban town. Never thought that paradise would turn into a hell. Oh wait, it already was. Yeah, I've been quarantining up there. It's been fine. It was going well until a couple weeks ago, around 11 a.m. My brother texted me and said that my dad wanted to know why my bed was so squeaky on a Wednesday. So we're staying not there anymore. That's good. I found out recently that my boyfriend can suck his own dick. Yes, he's a hero. Every guy asks me to DM him about my boyfriend after I do this joke. So dudes, at Halliewo on Instagram, my boyfriend's selling tutorials. I get the money though. I'm pimping my boyfriend for dick sucking tutorials. This is what the quarantine has done.
Oh
my God. Goodness. He can suck his own dick, and when I found this out, it just made me feel the same way I did when I found out he can wash his own dishes. He just chooses to ask me to do it. Like, dude, grow up. Clean up after yourself. Suck your own dick. I'm not your mom. Structured joke, check. Oh man, what else is new? Oh, okay. I was seeing some prop comedy today. I don't carry a purse ever. So these live stream shows are my one chance to be a prop comic. As you can tell, I am a white female, so I have crystals in my room. Let's do a crystal tutorial. So this guy is supposed to give you clarity and connection to your higher power. But all it's given me is the insight to buy more crystals. So that's that one. This one, oh wait, let's give you names. This one's Cavanasite or Cavanasite. Just like a white man to tell me what to do. Buy more crystals. Okay, so next we got Shungite. This one is supposed to block EMF radiation, but it couldn't block me from going online and buying more crystals. So there's that one. Last one I want to show you guys really quickly is Jade. Jade, how about that? Nice and smooth. It's supposed to bring wealth and prosperity, but I keep losing it to buying more crystals. That, I don't know what, someone stop me. I don't know why I keep buying their rocks. Like, tell me to literally take a hike and there will be more of those than the store has anyway. I need to stop. All right, that's the prop comedy section, check. So I'm supposed to be in 3 different weddings this year. If all goes well, my manifestation worked too well, and I'm actually not in any of them. Yeah, I'm in 3 weddings as a bridesmaid, which I don't understand why that's an honor. First of all, like if you really loved me, you'd let me skip. Okay. So I'm supposed to be a bridesmaid in 3 different weddings. And all of them have the same color palette, but they don't want me to rewear my dress. In case you're wondering, they're all dusty blue. Hunter, I had the 64 pack of Crayolas growing up. In your language, they're blue. That's what that means. Dusty just sounds like an accent. Never mind. It's rich people for blue. Yeah, so 2 of the girls were dumb about their dates as well. I don't usually get personal in my jokes, but Hannah is getting married on July 11th, which is 7-Eleven, like the gas station chain. And she's also been using the company hashtag, which is "Oh Thank Heaven," to post about her engagement. So like if you click on that hashtag on Instagram, it is just hot dog photos, and pictures of Hannah and Harrison. Like, if I show up to that wedding and she doesn't have gas station snacks for all of us, I'm leaving. It's false advertising. I'm going to go get my free smoothie or free Slurpee. Smoothie, fuck me. Can you tell I lift weights? Slurpee, whatever. The second friend that was dumb about her date is Allie, and she's getting married on Halloween this year. Which, first of all, I'm already pretending to be happy for you. Don't make me like skip the one day where I get to pretend on everything else too. But I realized she actually might be my best friend for this one because it made her wedding gift so easy. I'm just gonna get her a zombie bride costume. That'll be a beautiful wedding dress because, as you know, when someone makes you their bridesmaid, it's just like making you the godparent to their kid. You die, he's mine now. Can't wait to see what Allie looks like in that zombie wedding dress on Halloween when I kill her to take her husband. It's my job as the bridesmaid. 2020 is looking pretty good, guys. I'm gonna get married and a free Slurpee, so things are looking great. Quarantine didn't kill it all, unless these weddings don't happen. All right. I think that's it for me. Don't go on crystal websites. You'll spend all of your money on them. Woo!
Allison Voidovich. That's how you say that name. Like a real Polish person. Hey, this is that dog that has shit underneath the very desk I'm talking about. So this is Sherman. And he's a monster. Get off my lap, Sherman. You're the worst. I just want to just one thing, Allison. If your boyfriend can suck his own dick, that means that he can have sex with you and eat your ass or other hole at the same time.
Holy shit.
Bendy boy. And then if he calls himself a bendy boy, that's just fun. That's just a little extra thing you guys can do. He's like, I'm a bendy boy. Hey, that's it, our show. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, audience, for laughing and being with us. Thank you guys. That's you as well. Thank you guys for all the comics. Thank you, Richard Goodwin, Tech Master, who controls everything behind the scenes. Thank you, Comedy Wham. Thank you, Laura Smith, for being the manager that you are. Thank you for Valerie Lopez. Thank you, Fishman. He did it. This is yeah. Let's not throw up. That actually, Harrison accidentally described my relationship right now, except instead of Frasier, it's 90 Day Fiance and 600 Pound Life, and I'm just vomiting from disgust. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for coming with us, and we will see you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. Bye.